Hi everyone, welcome back to Thrifted Living. My name is Kieran. Today is going to be the next video in the decluttering series that I'm working on. This is week 3 and I wanted to share with you guys what I've been working on this week. So the main focus has been a couple things. I have focused on the spare bedroom and I've also focused on the dining room. And the one part that I finished, well, I sort of finished 2 parts. So I wanted to share with you guys the dining room because I think it looks absolutely amazing and I'm really happy with the progress I was able to make in it. I shared with you guys that since my mom passed, I have a lot of photos and I wanted to start collecting them and being able to scrapbook with them. And I have a wicker shelf that I got at the thrift store around like February, I think. And right now I have several different photo albums on it. And what I want to do is I want to go through and add pictures to photo albums or scrapbook. And so that shelf has everything in it for that. But I just didn't have room to do any scrapbooking. So I have the table clear, which is awesome. I made a lot of donations this week as well. So I'm in my car and I wanted to show you what I'm donating right now. So I have these 2 whole boxes of paint. I know I just organized paint in a recent video, but I don't think I will end up using these. And I know somebody else would be able to get better use. And then I also have a couple things of glue in here. Some of this was my mom's, some of it was mine, but I'm trying to be more analytical with what I'm keeping. And it's time for this to go. And this is actually the first thing I've donated so far this week. So I realized I keep forgetting to show you guys what I'm donating. I just went to one thrift store because I try to spread everything out throughout several thrift stores because otherwise it's a lot for one. So I just donated honestly a lot of Dollar Tree stuff, a lot of stuff from the craft room. But let me share with you what I'm going to donate right now. These are just a few items in the back of my car. We have some crafting supplies, some decor, I think, and a couple other little things, and then some more decor and this little turtle. So yeah, just a few things. So here are some of the items we put out on the curb last night. Some stuff was already taken. So I actually remember to share with you guys some of the things I'm donating. So I have this whole bag of these, I think they're called like magazine holders or something. I have that, a couple bags of ornaments and some kitchen items, a globe and a nativity, and then this right here. So a decent amount to donate today. So I want to say I went to the thrift store 5 or 6 times to donate items, and it's been kind of hard because I've been going to the thrift store and donating items, and of course I have to walk around a little bit and see what's there. And I was tempted a couple times to get some things, but the only thing I actually bought was a book. One of my students loves Dogman, the series, and I found a new Dogman book that I don't have, so I was able to buy that for $1, but otherwise I was able to just donate items. I have to say a huge thank you to the people at the thrift stores because they've started to notice that I'm donating items like regularly, coming in once or twice a week with stuff. And they all knew my mom as well. So it's been really nice to be able to go there, and they've been so supportive about it. They've been really kind, you know, just saying, oh, wow, you have so many great goodies for us today. And then they'll be like, oh, see you next time when you have more items to donate. And it's been really nice because I don't know if you guys are like this, but when I bring things to the thrift store, I'm always a little nervous that they are going to be just tired of me bringing stuff. And so I kind of get nervous about, you know, not wanting to bring too much. But then I remember that's what the thrift store is for, to donate items and to, you know, give items a new home. So it's just weird for me though to be there so often. But I mean, they've been really great. So I feel like I've just like talked at you guys like all at once and haven't really gone into detail about anything. So this week I really focused on the spare bedroom because we have guests. So I wanted to make sure that there was room for people to use that space. And I also focused a little bit on the craft room, but mainly I shared a video about the work I did in the craft room. I mainly was doing some organizing in there so that I could then move everything from the spare bedroom into the craft room because we needed to have space for people to sleep. And so I did work on the craft room a little bit, and I was able to organize some shelves and organize some different supplies. And then I focused on bringing everything from the spare bedroom into the craft room. I did do a lot of donating while I was doing that. I did focus a lot on, you know, not moving stuff over to the craft room that I don't plan to keep. And so I had like a donation bag, actually a few donation bags that I was just, you know, going from the spare bedroom, thinking about the item, either putting it in the donation bag or putting it in a box that sort of matched what it was. So I had like a Christmas box, a Halloween box, things like that, a box of photographs, all of that kind of stuff to try to keep myself organized. And I found that to be really helpful because sometimes I'll say, oh, I'm just gonna put this in the spare bedroom and I'll worry about it later. Or I'll say, oh, I'm gonna put this in the craft room just because I need to get it done. And then I won't have a plan for actually going through everything. So it just kind of becomes me bringing and, you know, taking stuff and bringing it back and forth, and it's not efficient. But it, you know, it's how I have to deal with things sometimes just to function. I really liked sort of having that checkpoint in the middle of the process of, which was like the landing of our second floor. I liked being able to take the stuff, think about it, make a quick decision. If there were some items that I really couldn't decide on, I would just err on the side of keeping them. And what I've been doing as well is I'm not waiting until I have like a carload to go to the thrift store. I'm, you know, maybe at the end of every day stopping at a thrift store, or I might go like every 2 days to a thrift store. And that's been really helpful to, you know, declutter my car as much as I can, because then otherwise it just becomes like another cluttered space and it's hard to function and hard to focus in that space. So yeah, so I was able to get the spare bedroom all set. I'm gonna say it's kind of done, but not really, because I need to go through everything that's in the craft room, so that room will likely have more stuff back in it again. Like I said, the dining room table is clear, so I'm really hoping to be able to start crafting and scrapbooking this week at the dining room table. I'm going to try, I literally probably have, I'm looking over at the shelf right now, I probably have like 25 or 30 photo albums with no pictures in them yet. Well, I think one has some pictures in it. I'm really excited about it. I just want to be able to reminisce and look through everything, and I feel like my mom would have really liked to have all of these photo albums organized in one spot. And so I'm excited to do that for her and just to reconnect with the pictures. Sorry, everybody always likes to see Pip in the video. You wanna say hi? Look, do you wanna say hi to the camera? Hello. Okay, you can get down. What's been really helpful, I think she wants to have a snack. What's been really helpful too is I'm a teacher, so I'm on summer vacation. And so I've been able to really focus on these spaces while I don't have, you know, where I'm not teaching right now. So it's been nice to be able to focus on these spaces while I'm not teaching. A lot of the stuff I was donating, which was kind of hard, it wasn't like things that were particularly important to me. Like it wasn't like I wasn't donating things that were emotionally hard to figure out what I wanted to do with, but a lot of it was Dollar Tree supplies that I know you guys have talked about this with me. Everything has potential when you have like that creative, crafty mind. Everything has potential. And so I ended up, Pip is licking me right now, I ended up donating things that was like, oh, but I wanted to do this project, but I wanted to do that project. And then I, you know, was kind of talking with myself about it and saying, you know, you've had these supplies for years, you haven't done the project yet. What's the likelihood that you're actually going to do the project? And I also said to myself, if you want to buy the supplies again, you can, and work on the project then. And I was sort of just thinking about ways to do things moving forward where maybe I don't buy all of these items, and this might just sound obvious to you guys, but maybe I don't buy all of these items and I, you know, for crafting, and I'll say, oh, I have a DIY plan for this. Maybe what I'll do instead is I focus on thinking of a particular project and then going through buying the stuff that I need for that, doing the DIY, and then moving forward with it. I know that's probably very obvious for you guys, but my brain, you know, it took me a little while to come to this realization that there's just a lot of stuff. And that's what I've kind of realized through this whole process, is that what's been really helpful is that you guys have been giving me lots of ideas and suggestions, and everyone's brain works differently, which I know it's like something, you know, most people would know, but it's never really like resonated with me until I heard your suggestions in different decluttering videos, because now I feel a lot more clarity on it, and, you know, understanding how, like, I don't have to keep everything. I can, you know, I don't have to, you know, buy everything in the intent of doing a project in the future. I can, you know, wait until I have everything that I need. And that's it for this week's decluttering video. Thank you so much for watching. Pip is itching her face right now if you hear anything. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Thank you so, she's itching her face. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook at Thrifted Living or on Instagram at Thrifted Living YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.